Hello again. Now, another service delivery protest has erupted, this time in KwaNdengezi outside Durban. It was one of the hardest hit areas during the April floods that wreaked havoc in KwaZulu-Natal. KwaNdengezi residents are up in arms against their ward councillor. They accuse him of nepotism. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli spent the morning in the area. She's back now in our studios in Durban just to give us an update and what she found out this morning. So why are the residents unhappy, really? What's going on in KwaNdengezi? Lethiwe, good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon, Braden. We're seeing basically more and more service delivery protests coming from residents in KwaNdengezi. You'd remember that just last year we saw the residents protesting over their electricity crisis, saying that they go for days without electricity and it was not part of load shedding. And my colleague Manqoba Mchunu was covering that story when he was in KwaZulu-Natal, and residents were sharing their frustrations during that time, and they closed off the roads, they blockaded the roads, and it was a no-go area for a few days during that time. Now that they are now marching, they are saying that they're going to start by marching and calling for better services in that area. It's not only electricity now that they're raising, but they're also raising issues of job opportunities, developments in the area, which they say there's a lack of, and there's also water issues and housing issues. They're also accusing the local ward municipality of not doing his job, and also giving jobs that are meant for locals to his relatives, which is quite a serious accusation coming from the residents. Of course, they are saying that they're very frustrated, but they're only going to start marching. Today's march was a peaceful one, and they're saying that they're raising these issues and they're hoping that the municipality will attend to their cries. They handed over their demands to the Speaker's office, and they are saying that they're going to be giving them 7 days to respond, because some of the issues that they're raising is something that they've been dealing with for the past year. So there's a lot of issues that they're raising, and when I was speaking to them earlier about some of their demands, this is what they had to say.
Quite a number of issues that are not being addressed by the ward council. And also, may I just mention just a few. In terms of job opportunities, there are job opportunities whereby the local community should actually benefit from. But what he does, he only employs people in his street. In other words, he is biased in terms of employment. Another issue, the manner in which he treats us, actually he is unbecoming in terms of treatment. His leadership style actually is, we do not accept it. There are quite a number of issues. The issue of employment, as I've alluded to, the issue of being notified when water is not going to be available. It doesn't inform us. Some of the issues is the number of people that are in his office who are not supposed to be there.
And what is the municipality saying?
Well, but then, firstly, we did reach out to the local ward councillor in that area to try and get his response to some of the accusations from the residents, but unfortunately, his phone was on voicemail. So we then went to the municipality to get a response to some of the issues that the residents are raising. And I spoke to the spokesperson, Sawake Maisela, who did say that as a municipality, they are faced with a lot of issues concerning townships in the area, and they are saying that there's a lot of illegal connections that they are dealing with. But this is the same answer that he gave my colleague Manqoba Mchunu when he was there, and he is saying that they're working towards fixing that issue. But unfortunately, because there's a lot of people in the city, they are dealing with a lot of illegal connections. He's also raising another point where he said that because of the migration of people to the metro here in KwaZulu-Natal, which is Durban city basically, he's saying that they are unable to keep up with the demand in terms of building houses for a lot of people. In terms of the accusations leveled against the councillor, he is saying that they will be investigating that matter, but what the residents need to do is also provide evidence that the ward councillor is awarding jobs to his relatives or his close friends, and once they have done so, there will be a proper investigation by the municipality, and then they will take action. But if the residents are not providing any proof that this is happening, nothing will happen, because as a municipality they are not aware of what is currently happening. He is saying that because they have marched, they will look into the issue, but they need the residents to report this issue to the Speaker's office at the municipality. While speaking to him a bit earlier on, this is what he had to say.
Yeah, look, I heard that one of the complaints is the issue of housing in that area. I have to point out that the city is very proud of the strides that it has made with regard to the issue of human settlements, but we need to take into cognizance, we need to be mindful of the fact that by virtue of being a city, we've got quite a number of people that come to Ethekwini in search of economic opportunities. It's a fact. We can't be able to meet their needs overnight. So we are appealing to them to bear with us, as evidence is there for everyone to see that the city has built now, if I'm not mistaken, in excess of 500,000 houses that are now home to close to 2 million people in the city, which is a giant leap forward in terms of restoring the dignity of the poorest of the poor. Yes, we do understand the frustration that we still have got people that are living in informal settlements, but we are doing everything in our power to ensure that we restore their dignity.